Hi, everybody. So, I wanted to do a little life update, and I thought I would do it in the car because once I get inside the house, it is laundry, dishes. What can I do next? Oh, and then I'll sit down in 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and then it never happens. So, I just went to Fred Meyer's, and then I've got stuff in the trunk, and so I thought I would film a little update video that I've been wanting to do for a while and keep putting off. I'm kind of in the sun, so I hope I'm not too squinty. And there's a plane going overhead. Let's see, where do I start? I have made a little list of things to update you on. I don't want to go on and on because I don't want to bore you, and I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, but these are real issues going on in my life, so I can't deny that. First would be I have been having chronic sinus issues since July of last year, and this is now February 2020. Oh my God! So, 7 rounds of antibiotics, and I spoke to the doctor yesterday on the phone, and she just called in round number 8 for when I'm ready. I'm still pretty self-conscious over my voice, and my nose is all red, and I don't have any eye makeup on because of it, and I just want to feel better. We just did a CT scan last week, and she just called me with the results yesterday and said my sinuses basically look like someone with inflamed sinuses, so that's not a big surprise there. So I'll be seeing the ear, nose, and throat specialist in March, early March. And I don't really know what to think. I just want to feel better. It's really affected, I feel like it's affected my whole life. I just feel terrible all the time. I have no energy, and it's making me depressed. I got pneumonia I was diagnosed the day before Thanksgiving. Excuse me. I just have been through it. So I'm also out of breath a lot, which feels uncomfortable. So there's that. Dan's still working really hard in law enforcement and has crazy hours and works a lot. And so we miss him and enjoy the time we get to see him. The girls are great. Delta just turned 1 in January, and Dana will be 3 in June. So 2.5-ish. They're a handful. Boy, oh boy. So that's been, hard. It's hard being a parent, and I don't think that I realized it pre having kids. And that's okay. It's just when when you don't feel well, and then you got to be mom, and they're everything, and that's a lot of pressure on me and Dan, and they love their dad, and so yeah, I'm encouraged and look forward to talking about them more on this channel and showing you guys some more, because they are a lot of fun. And now that they're toddlers, and they're starting to be really silly, and that's a lot of fun. Let's see. My mom is ill. She has been diagnosed with dementia. She's only 64, but her mental state has declined, a lot in the last 10 years, and we've had kind of a role reversal in that time anyways. But now she's having delusions and has a whole group of people in her mind that aren't real, and so we're getting her into a memory care facility soon. That's been pretty hard, so I'll leave that there. I also have been still working for our family business, which is about 2 hours away. So I go down weekly, and then I work from home the rest of the time, part-time. And, that brings its own kind of stress, working in a family business, and it's not my usual career. I worked in the medical field prior, and I miss it, and I miss working in an office with ladies and, being able to chit-chat. And so that's been really tough, and it makes me miss my dad, and it brings up a whole lot of feelings and stress stress and emotions, and my body and just emotional state doesn't handle stress well. Does anybody? But just the combination of everything has been very, very hard. The last couple of years have been really hard on me. So that's where I am at for the most part. I have put on quite a lot of weight. I mean, since I met Dan in 2015, and I feel like that's, they always say you get into a relationship and you gain weight. And truthfully, I feel like that's when my weight started to creep up a bit. So it was only like 20 pounds and maybe 30 pounds. And my weight was about the same during both pregnancies. And I think I gained like 10 pounds, but then it would come back off, and it's kind of up and down. And I feel like I've gained the most weight since having Delta, because the stress of trying to keep up with family business and, with Dan having the funny hours, and then now 2 kids, and it's just a lot. So I'd say total since my lowest, it's probably 75 pounds maybe total. So of regain. And that might be more than what's actual. I'm just kind of guessing. I haven't been on the scale recently, but just in being on the scale the last time I was, every time I go to the doctor for the sinus stuff, they don't necessarily weigh me. So I want to work on that, but I know myself, and honestly, a lot of these days I've just been on survival mode. I don't want to complain. I feel like my last few videos have just been complaining, and I think there were some comments about, why aren't you happier? You have like a beautiful family, and God, I love my family. It's not that, but I have to be true to myself, and this has all been really hard. And I think as moms and women, sometimes we start doing so many things for other people, we lose ourselves. And I've lost a lot of myself, and it doesn't mean that I don't love being a mom or wife or whatever. So I have a lot of ideas and goals, but I'm not going to tell you them right now, because if they don't happen, I don't want it to be another failure in my mind of setting a goal and not completing it. So I hope you'll stick with me. That's my update, and I hope to get some videos out to you guys very soon. Thank you. Bye.